welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing my June book haul. So June was an awesome month. Not only are we starting to get a heat wave, hence why I'm back in my rags again because it is just way too hot, but I got quite a few books, and I know I'm meant to be on a book buying ban, but I've had quite a few pre-orders, and then I also went on a bit of a graphic novels haul, because that is one thing I'm wanting to get into. So I got about 3 or 4 graphic novels, one of them was a manga, and I just want to know your opinions on what they're like. The first few books were all pre-orders, and the first one is Legendary by Stephanie Garber. I have already read this book, obviously. I read it as soon as I got it. It was one of my most anticipated reads of the year. Caraval was amazing, and Legendary was just as good. One thing about this is that I did not expect it to be signed, so when I collected it from Waterstones and I opened it to see this, I was like totally over the moon. I did not expect that. Also, Legendary has these special editions where the first editions, they have these on the cover. I got the Shattered Crown, which is pretty awesome. If you don't know, Legendary follows on from Caraval, and Caraval was told from one of the sisters' point of view called Scarlet, and this one is told from Tella's point of view, which I thought was amazing to see how in each book we get different sisters. And to see what goes on, they are took to Caraval again, and Tella is trying to find out more about her and Scarlet's mother, because she disappeared and no one knows where they've gone. And you've got these cards, which are a bit like what we call fortune cards. They call them fates. So you've got the whole history of them, and I just find it so great. I cannot wait for the next book, which is called Finale, where we're going to get the point of view of Tella and Scarlet, and I believe due to the title that it's probably going to be the end of the series, and I honestly cannot wait to see how it goes. I will go into it in more detail in my wrap up. Next one was another most anticipated reads of the year, and that was Joanne and Tom Fletcher's Eve of Man. I've been looking forward to this so much, so when I got it and saw how beautiful it was as well, again, if you open it up, it's so pretty. And I'm not going to go into it in too much detail because again, this is only a book haul, not a wrap up, and I did do a review which I will link below, but just a small description. This is based in the future where no female has been born for 50 years. That is until a 51-year-old gives birth to Eve, and it basically shows Eve as she's growing up, realising that her future's not going to be so great. I won't go into it in too much detail. There's my review down below, and I'll talk about it more in my wrap up. Next one that was a bit of a last minute pre-order. I saw the title and I thought, I am probably going to need this book, and that's The King's Witch by Tracy Borman. So as you know, I've always been interested in witchcraft and the witch trials, and when I saw that this was about King James of Scotland, who basically kind of set off the witch trials, it was him who thought, oh, witches, we need to get rid of them kind of thing, and he wrote demonology as well. I thought, I kind of need this. I'm not 100% sure what it follows. I think it goes on about the king's healer and how she's like in charge of healing him, but then conspiracy makes her a witch, and then everything happens from there. Not 100% sure, I'm probably totally wrong, but I also just love historic fiction, love anything to do about witchcraft, and the cover is so pretty as well. So the thing about June is that it's been filled with my most anticipated reads of the year. The third one being The Mermaid by Christina Henry. Anyone who knows me knows I love Christina Henry's work. She's done dark retellings of Alice in Wonderland, and the most recent one was a dark retelling of Peter Pan, which I love. My favourite books, so if you go and read that, you will have loads of fun, and it is very dark as well. Now The Mermaid, don't know much about it. This is just an automatic pre-order. As soon as I see Christina Henry, I think I am going to buy them. At first I thought it was a retelling of The Little Mermaid, as you can probably guess from the title. But then when you read the blurb, I'm not 100% sure. It's about a man who finds a mermaid in his nets and they fall in love. And then people start talking about this weird girl who's married this man. A guy called P.T. Barnum hears about this mermaid and he wants her for his collection. Now P.T. Barnum, I'm pretty sure, is the character who Jackman plays in The Greatest Showman, aka the man to create the first circus. That's who I think he is. I haven't done much research into this because, like I said, it is just an automatic buy. But I think that's him, so to have him involved in this story, which I think will be very, very interesting, I can't wait to give this a go. I'm surprised I have not read it yet, but I've got other priorities at the moment. But hopefully you'll see more of this in my July wrap-up. Next is one that I saw and I just had to buy it, and I was so lucky my local Waterstones had it in stock, and that was RWBY, the official manga anthology volume 1, Red Like Roses. Anyone who knows me knows I love RWBY. It's something I only really got into after I was forced to go into RTX last year with my boyfriend. I saw loads of adverts for RWBY, decided to pick it up, and I became obsessed. So now that I know there's a manga, and I also have never read manga before, so this was my first manga thanks to RWBY. I read it and I loved it. I will go into it more details in my wrap up because obviously I read it as soon as I got it, and I also pre-ordered volume 2, which is based on Weiss. I always forget how I pronounce the name. It's Weiss, isn't it? My favourite's Blake, but this was still amazing. Then I recently went to the Waterstones in Leeds just because they have a bigger stock of graphic novels, and I really want to get more into graphic novels this year. As you know, I have read some Marvel and DC, but I want to get into more standalones, ones that aren't really superheroes. I saw 3, 2 of them have ones that have been recommended. One of them is one that I saw sounded interesting, so I thought I'd pick it up. That one being Hostage by Guy Delisle. I've probably totally murdered that name and I do apologise, but I saw this and it just stood out to me for some reason. And this is about, I think it'd be best if I just read what's in the book. The events reported here occurred in 1997 when Christophe André was working for humanitarian N60 in the Caucasus. This book recounts his story as he told it to me. And I just thought it sounded proper interesting. The fact that it's a real life retelling of a man who was held hostage when he was trying to do some humanitarian work. I thought it was really cool, and also I liked the way it was illustrated, so I just picked it up. But yeah, I can't wait to give this a read because I've heard lots of good reviews, because as soon as I got home I googled it. So yeah, can't wait to give this a read. Next is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson. This is one that I have seen around for years. It's been on my TBR for years, but I've never actually seen it to be able to pick it up. So when I saw it, I thought it's one that I definitely have to read. All I know about this is that it's set in a world where when you get to a certain age, you're either a hero or a villain, and this follows Nimona, who is sorted into a villain. And it just sounds like it'd be really interesting, and again, totally different illustration style to Hostage, which I think is cool, the fact that I'm trying to try out different things, and I can't wait to give this a go because it looks just so cute and adorable and a bit more fluffy compared to the other 2 graphic novels I've picked up. The next one I've recently been told is the best graphic novel of all time. It's one that has been catching my eye, but I've never really wanted to pick it up because I've never been 100% sure if I'd like it or if I just want to join in on the hype, which in the past hasn't worked out very well for me. But that is Mouse by Art Spiegelman, I believe that is how it's pronounced. So this has always caught my eye because anything with a swastika on is obviously going to catch your eye. All I know about this is that, again, it's based on true life. It is Art's father, who I believe was a Jew, and it's all about his father and how it came about the Nazis, and I believe he went to Auschwitz as well. So being someone who loves historic fiction, I think I will love this, and again, it's totally different illustration style to all the other books I've picked up. So I cannot wait to give this a go, and I just hope it doesn't disappoint because this has got so many rave reviews from people I follow on BookTube, and I just really want to like it, and I really hope it doesn't disappoint. There you go, that's my June book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, with graphic novels, if there are any you think I might enjoy, feel free to comment down below because I'm looking to read more non-DC and non-Marvel comics just because I do want to branch out. So yeah, if you want to comment down below, if you've read any of these books and you want to tell me what you thought, again, comment down below. I have all my social media links below, and I will see you later with a new video. Bye!